Good morning, Mr. Ramey here. I'm sending out the last update before we start. Woohoo! This will be fun, gang. Well, it might really help you if you could actually see what the page looks like. So here we go. And I should answer all of your questions. If not, shoot me an email and I'll show you how I will respond to that. All right. So you're going to open up your course and you're going to see a red distance learning folder. Now, if you're not in hour one, don't worry. They will all look the same. You'll have the same folder, so on. Click on this, open it up, and you are going to see course resources. In course resources, which we will only use that seldomly, but open that up and you can see the syllabus and you can see video updates. I'm going to put any updates that I send out in there. So if I shoot you an email and say, hey, listen, gang, I have a little update, it's going to be in video updates. All right. That way I can put in one folder that applies to all courses. All right. So that's where you will find that. All right. I'm going to close that up. Now, when you start on Monday, you're going to open up the Unit 1 Intro to Economics folder. So if you open that up, here's what you're going to see. You're going to see Unit 1 resources. Well, notice I labeled this differently. This resource folder up here is course resources. All right. The resources folder in the Unit 1 is specifically for Unit 1. So if you're in Unit 1 and you want to access the I can statements, those are the statements that the state of Minnesota said that, hey, the students need to know this before they graduate. All right. And pretty much every lesson is based on that. You'll see that in a moment. Here's a welcome and intro PowerPoint. We'll reference that a couple of times. And then here's the Unit 1 PowerPoint. We'll reference that many times. Which now brings me to a very important point. Many of you have asked about a textbook. Get it when you can. However, if you cannot access a textbook right away, you will be just fine through Unit 1. And this will take us at least 2 weeks. All right. So I wouldn't worry too much about it now, but have a plan to pick one up. The PowerPoint will answer just about everything. All right. So that's where you find the unit resources and where you find the PowerPoints and so on. Okay. The second folder here, this blue one, you open that up, there's nothing in it yet. Why? Because I haven't had anybody ask me a question. Now, when you go through the lesson, if you're struggling with something, then what you can do is just shoot me an email and say, hey, Mr. Ramey, I'm not quite understanding question 3 on this assignment. All right, well, here's what I will do. I will then look at it and I will then create a video answer to that. I'll use the smartboard or the dry erase board, something so that I can help you visualize it and so on. All right, so then I'll make a video answering that specific question as if you were in class. I will then place that answer in this folder. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to save those videos and make a library so that I can use those in the future, and then kids can access those at any time. All right, here is your daily assignment folder. Open that up and you can see all of the daily assignments. All right, so our first day is going to be the 30th, Monday. You will just click on that and voila, get your assignment. So let's click on that and you can see right now it's unpublished. All right, so let's click on that. And let's take a look at this one here. All right, now it's chopped off a little bit just because of the way I have this video format. Don't worry about it, you'll see it all. So the first day you're going to come in, or at home, you're going to say, okay, what does old man Ramey want me to learn today? Well, here's your first 2 I can statements from that document. I can explain why it is important to study economics. The second one is I can identify 3 historical events and describe the economic factors involved. So those are the 2 I can statements we're going to tackle first. Task 1. So this is what you have to do. Please see the PowerPoint below and answer the following questions from slide 2 and 3. So I even gave you the slides. So I'm a nice guy. So why should we study economics? So there's a nice little happy hello and welcome slide for you, make you feel good. So it says go to slide 2. Let's go to slide 2. Okay, well, there you go. Why study economics? So there are your answers, and you'll notice that the answer is actually all of the above. The state says we must learn these things. Old man Ramey, that's me, says econ is cool. It actually is. because it explains the world around us. Oh yeah, hey, just look at what's going on, okay, with this coronavirus. And because it explains history. Oh yeah, okay. So look at question number 2. What are 3 examples of economics in history? So if I go to slide 3, you're going to see quite a few here. All right, the age of exploration, colonization, imperialism, slavery, World War II. There's an economic component to each and every one of those, gang. All right, now I'm going to have you go a little bit deeper. So there's obviously 5 here, and hey, you could even use the coronavirus for your answer here. Just because it's not on my slide doesn't mean you can't use it. Okay. However, if you choose the something else that's not in here, you're going to have to justify it. So out of the 3 that you choose, you'll need to do a small amount of research on the 3 you choose in order to identify the economic factor. Okay, so why was the age of exploration based on economics, or what was the economic component, I should say. All right, so answer those questions. And notice I put the ones that you're answering actually in red, so that should stick out to you. All right, let's slide down a little bit more. And I do have some videos embedded. Okay, so watch the following video and answer questions 3 through 5. So there's 3 through 5. And this guy's pretty good. Jacob Clifford, he does a good job. Okay, he's high energy, he's informative, so he's pretty good. So watch the video, then answer these questions. And then this one here, for task 3, is I actually have you opening up an article, and I have that linked. So open that up, read it, and then answer these questions, okay? And then once you're done with that, you're going to go take the quiz. So once you're all done, now remember, you do not have to submit any of these, okay? This is just for you so that you can take the test. So let's go back to daily assignments here. Once you're done doing that, the second link is Why Study Economics Quiz. And you'll, of course, click on that. And there you are. Which of the following was not listed as a reason for studying economics? So if you know, as long as you know the correct ones. Now you'll see here. Yep. The first concept we learned in economics is the concept of its scarcity, but you'll find that in one of the articles that you open up. Okay. Alrighty. So you'll find all of these answers somewhere in that document that you did earlier, the assignment. Okay. So there you go. Let's go back to distance learning and do a quick little refresher on that. So in your course resources, you're going to find resources that apply to the entire course. All right. So course syllabus, video updates, like what I'm doing today. Unit 1, open that up, and Unit 1 resources. I can statements, PowerPoints, or anything else I will, that I think you'll need. Videos to specific questions. If you don't understand something, I'll make a video specifically for you because I'm a nice guy. I'll put that in there, then everybody can access it, and nobody will know who asked the question. So what's nice about this is if you're in a class of 35 people and you're shy, you're not going to raise your hand, right? Hey, you can shoot me an email, I can answer it. You get your answer, and so does everybody else, and nobody knows who asked. This is genius. Anyways, daily assignments. That is where you will find the daily assignments. And then once I figure out how we're going to do the assessments, unit assessments, I will then add a 4th folder, unit assessment. Okay, so that is how it works. Pretty easy, right? Well, if you have any questions, let me know, and we will, we'll go from there. All right. Good luck, and we will see you on Monday.